was a kid, there was a place.
Hello dear friends and welcome to Montase Production YouTube channel, and today we are talking about an interesting topic, and that's Dr. Sleep film. But the main topic is why Dr. Sleep, the film, didn't commercially succeed. So if we go back to 1980, we talk about the film Shining, because this film is the sequel of the film Shining. The Shining was a horror masterpiece from Stanley Kubrick, and this film was based on a novel which written by Stephen King. But if we go again to background of The Shining, this film wasn't actually exactly the way Stephen King wanted to be, and Kubrick, as a well-known director, he had to put all his style and make it his style again. So it could be a bit conflict and disagrees between the novel writer and the director, so he had to do it his way. And finally, after the film released, in those days there wasn't so much audience who were interested in this film. It was a simple okay Kubrick films, but after a while, after a long time, after a few years, this film became to get known more by audience, and it was re-released in so many countries until today, until last year 2018. So now if we have to talk about Dr. Sleep, we need to talk about two perspectives. First, film lovers and critics. Second, general audience. So in this case, if we talk about film lovers, definitely, because it's a sequel from a big director, Stanley Kubrick, and there's so many tributes about films that the film lovers love. But there is film lovers who care about every single things in the films. Like for film lovers, if we go back to 1980, there's so many tribute about film The Shining.
A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot.
So as a film lover, when I personally watched the films from the beginning, I was in theater and I had goosebumps from the opening of the films, and from many parts of the films I was like, I know this film very well because I knew the background, I knew Kubrick. Even the ratio aspect of the film from the beginning just surprised me, because this film was completely Stanley Kubrick's style. Normally, if we have a films in 1960s or classic 1970s, 80s, maximum 90s, they're mostly reboots or remakes of the films. But we have sequel now, since the film was in 1980 and the sequel is in 2019, almost 39 years. It was quite long for audience to know about the Shining films. Many people did not know about the first film, where it comes from. And then also Stanley Kubrick. They don't care about who's Stanley Kubrick. They want to have their popcorns on weekends with couples, watching the films, entertaining and understand it. Many audience these days might not know who's the director of The Shining and what's behind Dr. Sleep and everything that we film lovers care about. Because also audience would not like to stay for 2 hours and a half for such a duration watching a films that they don't completely understand. It can become really boring for audience.
Well, hi there. Get out of my head! Get out!
General audience always looking for a horror type that have fun with them and have jump scares like nowadays horror, like Conjuring styles, like Annabelle Star, and the new horror we have these days. But this film, Doctor Sleep, was a modern classic horror, which is exactly like The Shining, and it's way different with these days horror films. And also the title is Doctor Sleep. For audience, if they hear such a title, they might not be really interested, because if we talk again about film marketing, everything in advertising is important. The title is really important for audience, trailer is important, there's so many things, even posters can affect an audience to go watch this film or not. It can bring them a second thought to go for it. But Doctor Sleep, I guess for general audience, might not be an interesting title to go and watch the films. And in my opinion, I think this is one of the main reasons why this film Doctor Sleep didn't commercially succeed. They have to make it something for film lovers and critics, and also for general audience to enjoy. That's mostly a masterpiece film, but I enjoyed the film so much.
Come and play with us forever and ever.
And if you have different opinion and review, please don't forget to comment below, so we know more about films and we have more sharing about this film. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next episode.